a healthy patient record system. It's myOrganized.life, live October 29th, 2019. A healthy patient record system.
Yes.
What do you think this is? Marcus Welby, MD?
I don't know what that is.
I know,
okay.
because that really dates. So that's like an old TV show from like the, gosh, when was it? Is that in the 80s or something like that with the this doctor?
Don't know.
Here, let's modernize it. What, this is all about Chicago? What, is there Chicago?
There's Chicago Med.
Chicago Med.
Fire.
This is all about Chicago Med. Now, do you relate to this?
Sure.
Sure. Hey, this is myOrganized.life live. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
This is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and on Tuesdays we go way back into the archives
Way back.
and we look at some articles.
Old.
Right.
This
predates me.
Me too.
Kind of like Marcus Welby, but anyway, only you older people would get that joke.
Okay.
And for those of you that are in the Chicago Med, this may be brand new breaking information for you. You can find all our articles over on SME.com, and if you would just put in like patient record systems. Yes. Now, this is kind of one of those really niche-y articles, right?
If you have anybody in the patient records field, this is for you. If not,
but
listen anyway.
I think you can also apply this maybe to some general organizing. But you know what?
Let's see.
We do a full spectrum of organizing stuff.
See if we can apply it to our everyday lives.
The article is called Best Practices, a Healthy Patient Records System. Okay, so creating an efficient filing system for managing health records for patients is not as difficult as it may seem.
Okay.
So we use these principles that we call the finders, the keepers,
the losers, weepers.
No, and the storage.
Okay.
All right. And you know, I think you really can apply this to a lot of office organization as well. So anyway, what are the finders? One of the first decisions to make is how your files will be identified. Okay. Which is like, how are you going to find them?
How are you going to find them?
So now, HIPAA regulations, you know what HIPAA is?
Yes.
It's not this thing right here.
And it's not a hippopotamus.
No, it's some government regulations. But anyway, they call for steps to be taken to restrict
privacy, right?
Yes.
Privacy.
So when you're trying to you don't want someone's social security number on the filing
Probably
label.
not.
That would be not a good
HIPAA.
one. So if you're in a clinic, a medical clinic, you probably have some policies or privacy procedures in place. So whether you choose alphabetic or numeric indexing, be sure to use color coding on your labels to help find charts more quickly and reduce the risk of misfiled records.
Nice. Okay.
So we have over at SME.com, if you go to the labeling section, labels. And all different kinds of systems. So there's the alpha system, there's the numeric system, there's, and they have colors, like A is, let's say, blue, and B is red. So that gives you that good visual identification.
A is red.
Is it really? Okay. So A is red.
A is red.
And
B is, I don't know, and the rest of the alphabet.
You'd think B would be blue, but no, B is probably orange or something. Okay. There is a system. You just have to go over SME.com and find that out. Right. Okay. So that's the finders. So the keepers. Patients' charts accumulate a lot of documents over time. And so healthcare demands that doctors and care providers have immediate access to complete patient information. So they got to keep a lot of this stuff. Yes. But most clinics,
even though it's still all digital, they probably still have to keep paper.
Hard files.
Right.
So, and if you get these really big, all of a sudden you get tons of records. Most clinics use a set of chart dividers to subdivide. I bet over at SME.com you can get the chart dividers.
Yep.
And those of you who aren't in the medical field and organizing a medical office have no idea what we're talking about.
No, but they can use
But they're kind of fun to look at. So go over to SME.com.
Well, you could get them for your regular files.
You could, yeah. Well, basically subdividing is really a key, the key point here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the storage. Your choice of filing equipment will determine the tab placement. That's, where you put the little label.
Fifth cut, third
of
cut.
The keepers. So,
okay.
So for on top for like drawer filing, or if you're using our end tab folders, you can use those. And actually, end tab folders now are being used more on people's even home office desks because they have those desktop organizers, and it's really nice to have that tab out there where you can see it.
It is, exactly.
And then there's all kinds of other different ways you can store. So basically what we're saying here is, based on how you're going to be storing these documents, get the right tool, the right folder with the right tab or tab position, so that you can efficiently do that.
Nice. Okay.
So in general, most clinics use end tab shelf filing systems. I mean, I'm sure you could picture it. Like, remember when you go into the office?
It's like all behind the secretary.
Oh, yeah, all these colors, a rainbow of colors. So,
yep.
And shelf systems really are actually the easiest to use. They save the most space, and they're the least expensive to set up and maintain. So that's why hospitals and clinics and even veterinarians will do it.
Okay.
So anyway, there's much more to this whole idea of patient record systems. There's record retention policies. There's all kinds of ways to label, and you can find all that over at smeed.com.
Imagine that.
Over, I won't say how many articles because you corrected me last time.
I know.
Many articles on doing that. So go over and visit smeed.com.
Right. All right. Tomorrow, your favorite show. That's on Fridays.
That's on Friday.
But tomorrow we do have a favorite show because it's a new podcast with our friend Ellen DeLapp.
Oh, yes.
And she is talking about...
What is Ellen talking about?
You know what, I wanted to figure this out because every week we look like fools because we forget
what we're talking about. That's because everything is done just in time. So, like, Tuesdays are used to kind of start editing that show so by 2 p.m. on Wednesday it can be released.
But we recorded with Ellen a few weeks ago.
Yes.
We don't remember what it was.
I do remember trying to set it up perfectly. And
the lighting
and all that to get a good-looking shot there.
But what was her topic?
But you know what? Ellen's topics are always good. So you just need to come back tomorrow for Ellen DeLapp on the podcast.
Ellen's Houston Astros came back from behind.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
They're leading the World Series 3-2.
Oh, where's Game 6?
Game 6 is at home tonight.
At Houston.
At Houston.
Oh boy.
So they could clinch it tonight.
They could do it.
It could be World Series champs, or it could go
back to Washington.
Washington can win because they won in Houston.
Yeah.
Washington won both their games in Houston.
Yep.
Houston came back and won all 3 in Washington.
Oh my goodness.
Neither team has won a home game.
It is drama, isn't it?
Drama in the baseball world.
Drama in the baseball world.
So good luck to Ellen and her team.
She'll probably be at the game. She's probably up in one of those like corporate boxes for a professional organizer.
Do you think she has a
I'm
banner?
sure she has a big banner. She has a big suite up there. She brings in all her hundreds of clients and wines and dines them, and it's just, because it's Texas and everything is big in Texas.
Bigger in Texas.
Okay.
All righty.
We'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, right here, myOrganized.life live. New solutions for your desktop from myOrganized.life. Fall is a time for a change in colors, and now you can brighten up your desktop with organizing products from myOrganized.life. Colorful, fresh, invigorating. Give your desktop a new look with new desktop solutions from myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. myOrganized.life.